Hi, almost 1 week ago, I launched a video entitled The Metaverse, which was part of my participation in the 38th International Conference for the Business and Economic Society International, in cooperation with Bahrain University, held on the 3rd of March 2022. I published the video on my accounts on several platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and it sparked a very strong and valuable discussion. This video is to enrich this discussion. We received so many comments that were as varied as 1. We ask for forgiveness from Allah the Lord. 2. May God protect us from this upcoming future. 3. The aim is to abolish the real reality and control the entire universe digitally. 4. It will generate a new opportunity for psychiatrists and therapists. This new virtual world will generate new types of diseases, especially psychological ones. 5. So what are we getting from all of this? Big companies are the ones benefiting from all of this. It is just an application for entertainment and total waste of time. Unquote. Of course, there are many other comments, but I felt that there is a major fear of this world, which is totally justified. And I do agree that it is going to create some kinds of psychological disorder, just like how some existing social networking sites have already created psychological diseases. To enrich the discussion, this video will talk about some of the benefits of the metaverse. First, while we are talking about whether the metaverse is useful or not, there are companies that started investing in it a long time ago, and their values have already reached billions and billions of dollars. Thus, they have occupied a place for themselves in the metaverse. For example, Roblox, a digital gaming platform that is listed today on the US financial market and has a value of $24 billion. Take Decentraland, which has a market value, according to the price of its digital currency, Mana, equivalent to $5 billion. Also, you have Unity Software with a value of almost $24 billion. This means that they are working and they are on track. Okay, let's see why there might be a future for the metaverse. First of all, let's take social networking as an example. A few years back, no one ever imagined that you could communicate with your family and friends via several communication platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Skype, WhatsApp, Zoom, etc. The question is, did a platform just like Zoom help you communicate with others? The answer is yes. The same thing will happen in the metaverse world, but instead of 2D, it will be 3D. I mean, instead of just seeing the person you're communicating with, you will be able to be with him or her in the same place. And this will increase the strength, fun, and clarity of communication. Therefore, it is useful and has a future. Okay, what about shopping? Now, if you go into certain e-commerce sites like Amazon, Alibaba, Noon, etc., you buy products that you only see pictures of. You buy a shirt or a pair of trousers according to your size, but unfortunately, it might turn out to be smaller or bigger. Thus, you will end up with two choices. Either return it back or just accept it reluctantly as it is. Can you believe that in the world of metaverse, you will go to Amazon, Noon, or Alibaba and be spoiled? Instead of going to the mall, actually going to the mall, to buy clothes and get tired of trying on every piece of cloth? Can you see to what point the world of clothing has reached in this virtual reality world without needing the help of anybody? Artificial intelligence takes pictures of you, knows your size, helps you get dressed. Do you like it? Then ship it. Shopping for household necessities is the same. In the metaverse, you go again to Amazon, Safeway, Carrefour, or Alibaba, walk between the aisles, check out the products, hold them, touch them, flip them between your hands, and finally, you can make sure of their exact contents. Just like as if you were shopping in real life, but this reality has become virtual. So if we compare the current shopping experience with the virtual shopping experience, we realize the virtual shopping is closer to reality. Therefore, it is impossible for you to like the current traditional way of shopping. Thus, we will see you in the supermarket rolling your cart. Maybe you will meet up with someone, you have a nice chat, then carry on with your shopping by putting the items you've selected in your cart. Finally, go to the cash register and pay your bill. It is just a few minutes later until you receive your delivery. This is also very useful and not scary at all. Education. Today, when we talk about vocational training and education, like carpentry, blacksmithing, plumbing, and even medical and engineering education, what is better than using virtual reality for education? Instead of students sitting in classes and listening to theoretical talks, which may be totally useless, and sometimes the student does not get the chance to experiment even for 5 minutes. Why not let training and education be at least 50% virtual reality and 50% real? This way, the benefit will be much, much higher. Work. Notice that during the corona pandemic, a new phenomenon rose called working from home. And by the way, with the decline in media interest in the corona pandemic, the phenomena of working from home continued. Millions of people concluded that it is only important to work. From where it is not important. Of course, in the world of Metaverse, you get into your working environment through your virtual character and sit in your usual office and communicate with those around you just in the same way as your natural, normal communication. But you are at home and your character is at work. Is this better than the current situation of working from home? Definitely. At least your character is working all the time, meaning you are working and living in the same working atmosphere while you are attending meetings and fighting with your manager. Yes, fighting with your manager in the metaverse. This is very normal. This will increase the number of those who work from their homes. So in this way, we will save on transportation costs, commuting time. Companies will save on costs of rent and hire employees from all around the world. And people in remote places will get job opportunities without having to travel, thus eliminating problems relating to visas, residence fees, and difficulties with estrangement. For sure, it is not going to suit all kinds of businesses, but at the same time, it will suit some jobs 100%, especially the office-based jobs. Among the companies that started to establish working offices in the metaverse, India's Atom Event Management Company, Qcoin, it's a cryptocurrency platform, SCB10X, which is an investment company of Siam Commercial Bank of Thailand. Now you ask me, where can I find a contractor who can build me an office in the metaverse? Don't worry, there are many. Gather, Teamflow, Verbula. By the way, Verbula has been operating since 2012, but during 2020, its revenues increased by 260%. Gather Company was founded in May 2020 and was able to acquire funding totaling $77 million. Take this extra piece of information. The avatar that is your virtual character will turn in the future into a hologram, meaning you will be yourself, but in the hologram technology. Let me show you Kulthum hologram concert in Dubai in 2019. Oh my God, yes. And you still haven't seen anything. Very soon, your character will become a hologram and everything will continue in the same way. Just wait a little bit. Tourism. Yes, the best feeling in the world is to get on a plane and travel all around the world. But most people cannot afford to do that for various reasons. The most important of which is the lack of financial ability. What is the solution? Shall we read books or watch programs talking about the countries and places we would like to visit? Where is the problem if we enter the metaverse and live a virtual experience that is as close to reality as possible? Tourism is not restricted only to wealthy people, but rather it is a right for everyone. Therefore, the metaverse will allow anyone, even those with limited capabilities, to travel the world, whether she is financially capable or not. Also, it is going to enable the elderly and sick people to move around the world virtually. And I personally think this is a very important point. Despite everything mentioned above, most people think that the metaverse is going to take many years to be able to start attracting people into it and into its world. And this requires huge investments by companies from all around the world. But where's the surprise? According to emergingresearch.com, the metaverse market in 2020 has reached around $47,690,000,000. That is not all. It is expected that the size of the market in 2028, that's after 6 years, will reach $829 billion. That is going to be an enormous jump and a huge, awesome market, which means that investing in this direction is no joke. And what we are making fun of today will be closer to reality and to the truth that we must deal with seriously. This discussion about the metaverse, in my opinion, is highly important and rich discussion, and we must continue with it so that we don't miss out, just like always. We must take it seriously and motivate and support any kind of investment in this field and in this direction. Simply because if the metaverse is not the inevitable future of the internet, it will certainly be part of it within the coming 10 years at the most. Thank you.